Almost 6 hours ago now, I made my first video talking about the Kaiju Multiverse Bloodbath situation. And within those 6 hours, a lot of information has came out, and I, quite frankly, am disgusted. There was a lot to talk about in this video, so I highly recommend you go back and watch my previous video, get some insight, and come back here. Before I start talking about the Bloodbath situation, I would like to show off this screenshot. This screenshot proves that the Project Pacific team did not scam Tyr or the Kaiju Multiverse team. I don't know why Tyr decided to lash out against them for not importing the files, but I don't know. Even in the screenshot, he's thankful that he received the old models. So again, Project Pacific did not scam Kaiju Multiverse. Picking up where we left off, Apricotl, the owner of Godzilla Bloodbath, did not want him to be a free public character. He was fine with it being a daiju, a dev-only kaiju. However, having it be a public character meant that other people would be making money off of his character, and he did not want that. As a matter of fact, he wasn't even made aware it was a public character until the update came out. So until the update came out, he was under the assumption that Bloodbath was only a dev-only kaiju, only for it to be released to the public. And when he joined the Kaiju Multiverse Discord and said, hey, my character is supposed to be dev-only, fix this, he was slapped with a ban immediately. Apricotl receiving a ban was by far Tyr's worst decision in all of this, because his Discord has over 4,000 people, meaning over 4,000 people are now aware of the fact that Tyr banned Apricotl because Apricotl wanted Godzilla Bloodbath out of Kaiju Multiverse. Apricotl did get in a group chat with Tyr and try to talk things out. However, during that, Zeke made the mistake of accidentally showing Tyr the 3D model of Godzilla Bloodbath. Now, I want to say this is probably how Tyr took the model. However, that is when Tyr started threatening Zeke with legal action, which I covered in my latest video. However, Apricotl did say several times they did not own the rights to Grimm. However, Tyr being Tyr, he decided to ignore Apricotl completely. And now that kind of leads us up to now. And now, it is the most disgusting thing I have seen Tyr do in a while. We have all heard of the unfortunate passing of Kaylee Hoddle. And Tyr, being the greedy son of a bitch that he is, decided to use her death to promote his ranked update coming to Kaiju Multiverse. What really pisses me off is that first sentence, when that girl Kaylee passed away. Her name was Kaylee Hoddle, dickhead. Put some respect on her goddamn name. She was an inspiration to thousands of people, and you're going to have the audacity to sit there, use her death to promote your ranked update? What the fuck is wrong with you? I always knew Tyr was a terrible person after the more recent updates I've made on him, but this is just downright disrespectful. Using her death and then saying that you'll donate to her family, trying to convince people to play and spend money on your game, is actually downright disrespectful and disgusting. And knowing Tyr, he's going to get backlash for this. So what he's going to do in probably a few hours is delete this, write this big old fucking post apologizing, and that'll be it. He did that too recently after his server basically got raided, people making fun of him. He put the server on shutdown with this big old announcement apologizing, and then people clowned on him again. And that's what's going to happen again. So in the span of a few hours, we went from stealing models to using Kaylee Hoddle's death to promote your game. And speaking of stealing models, I have evidence of them using models from Kaiju Alpha. They are stealing models from Kaiju Alpha to use in their game. Which again, Kaiju Alpha was ran by a predator. So now you are using assets ran by a game whose lead dev was a pred. I know I said in my last video, and I'll say it again. I do have a video covering GOG in the works. I'll see if I can get to it soon, and maybe have it out by this week. However, that is all new information that I currently have. However, if new information is brought to light or shared with me, I will gladly keep you guys all updated. The only thing I can ask in return if you genuinely want to make a difference and put a stop to Tyr is to share these videos. Share my previous Bloodbath video and to share this one. Push the message as far as you can of what Tyr is doing is not right and is downright disgusting. Now, thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Take care.